Hello everyone, and welcome. The Scattered Fangs update is out, and that means a new unit review. We have 5 units this time, 2 free units and 3 on the banner. Up first is Linus. Linus is an infantry axe with 163 BST. He is available through his Grand Hero battle. Like Raven, Linus is an offensive powerhouse. His speed and bulk are only decent, but his attack is exceptional. Linus's personal weapon is the Basilikos, a 16 might axe with special cooldown reduction built in. I'm not sure if Linus will have access to the same refinery choices as Raven. However, if he does, then the Basilikos can be refined for Life and Death 3. Linus's A skill is Brazen Attack Speed, and his C skill is Drive Defense. If you must fodder Linus, I would do it for the Brazen skill. Drive Defense is good, but Brazen Attack Speed is currently locked to Winter Robin. Linus is an amazing unit. As far as Grand Hero units go, his offenses are top-notch. We also don't have that many green free units in general. I think Linus is going to get a lot of use for free and casual players. Like Male Kana, he is going to be foddered for his premium A skill, but unlike Male Kana, I think Linus brings enough to the table on his own to be worth investing in. I wouldn't go crazy though, Linus is still a limited unit, but with a little effort he does become outstanding. Moving on, our second free unit for this update is Canas. Canas is an infantry red mage with 151 BST. He is available through Tempest Trials. Stat-wise, Canas is, putting it mildly, underwhelming. He's almost identical to Ray, and Ray isn't known for being an amazing unit. In fact, when we put them side by side, the only noticeable advantage that Canas has is higher res, and even then it's only a few points. In terms of skills, Canas comes with an Owl Tome, a dual stat A skill, and res tactic. As a Tempest Trials unit, he will be available at 5-star. That's a nice silver lining. If you decide to fodder Canas for the tome, you won't need to spend feathers. I don't think I need to say anything else. Canas was, for his popularity, robbed. He's usable, but disappointing. Let's change gears and look at the units on the banner. We'll start with Legault. Legault is an infantry dagger with 151 BST. Statistically, he's remarkable for one reason: his speed. Legault is now the fastest dagger user, and is tied for 3rd fastest unit overall. His attack is a little on the low side, but his weapon can help make up for it. In terms of bulk, Legault is deceptively tanky due to his speed. However, when you compare him to units like Saizo, Kaze, or Felicia, his defenses are much less specialized. His weapon is the Cleaner, a generic dagger with an anti-blade tome effect. The ability reads, adds total bonuses on foe to damage dealt during combat. The second effect is pretty standard dagger stuff, -7 defense and res to all foes within 2 spaces of the target. This weapon is good, but weird. On the one hand, the Cleaner can be inconsistent, and it doesn't do anything if you pair it with dull ranged. On the other hand, however, the Cleaner makes attacking into fully buffed units much less intimidating, and it secures a lot of kills that other daggers might miss. Legault's special is Glimmer, his A skill is Swift Strike, and his C skill is Attack Tactic. A lot of people, including myself, are expecting Legault to get demoted. If he does, these skills will be more than welcome in the 4-star colorless pool. Next up, we have a unit that is making, if you'll excuse the pun, waves. Karla is an infantry sword with 162 BST. Her stats are nothing short of insane. With 35 attack and 40 speed, Karla has one of the best offensive stat lines in the game. When you pair those stats with her personal weapon, you end up with perhaps the new queen of infantry swords. It's a bold claim to make, but Karla genuinely gives Ira a run for her money. In terms of bulk, Karla has low defense and res. However, she has quite a bit of HP. Karla's personal weapon is the Vassal Blade. It has 16 might and comes with a slaying effect. Additionally, Karla gains bonus damage based on the difference between her speed and her opponent's. This damage bonus is capped at 7, but it applies on every hit. In short, when Karla is 10 or more speed faster than her opponent, she is effectively wielding a slaying edge that has 23 might. Karla's special is Draconic Aura, her B skill is Wrath, and her C skill is Even Speed Wave. Even Speed Wave is new, but just like Odd Attack Wave, I think it'll make a name for itself as a premium high investment skill. There's a lot I could say about Karla, and I think I will in a more dedicated video. All you need to know for now is this: Karla is an incredible unit. She's a strong unit chassis to merge up and has not 1 but 2 premium fodder skills. Last but not least is everyone's favorite green mage, Nino. Nino is a flying green mage with 149 BST. If we compare her to infantry Nino, we can see that the two are nearly identical. Flying Nino does have more BST, but their stat allocations are very similar. The new Nino has 3 more HP, 2 more speed, 2 less defense, and 1 less res. That may not seem important, but I think it matters a lot when she has to deal with distant counter. Unfortunately, because the new Nino has 149 BST, you are obligated to take a super boon if you want to use her for arena score. Nino only has 2 super boons in HP and res, and must avoid her super bane in defense. If you don't care about using Nino for score, then plus speed or plus attack are obviously better. Nino's skills are solid for her unit archetype. Her weapon is the Giga Excalibur, a 14 might tome that grants Nino 3 speed, and the same speed-based damage bonus as the Vassal Blade. Although the weapons are similar, I really think the Vassal Blade is just better. Nino's special is Moonbow, and her A skill is Swift Sparrow. Her B skill is Aerobatics. Aerobatics is a new ability that functions similarly to Zelgius's Warp Powder. It allows flying units to teleport to any square adjacent to an infantry, armored, or cavalry ally within 2 spaces. I feel like Nino is going to replace this skill for Desperation, but it's going to be very annoying on flying dancers, especially Azura. Finally, Nino's C skill is Speed Smoke. The new Nino is the same as the old Nino. She's fast, does high damage, and she's very frail. She really needs team support to shine, but if you give her that support, she can sweep entire maps. Overall, this is a deceptively good banner. There's plenty of strong fodder, and all 3 of our banner units are exciting long-term projects. Of the 3 banner units, I feel like Karla is head and shoulders the best, but players who don't have a flying mage will be more than happy to summon Nino. Legault feels like the most reasonable demotion, but after Ares, it's anyone's guess. If you do decide to summon, I would prioritize Karla first, Nino second, and Legault third. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. You can find me on Twitter @DireThunderYT, so feel free to send me cool stuff or just drop by to say hello. As always, I hope to see you next time. Take care.